Well, let's end on some good news. I know you and I talked about some positive things to look at between now and the year. Why don't you share some thoughts?
Yeah, I would say the two good news that's really lies there that which we have been talking about are not. Yes, I know that we discussed a lot about volatility and uncertainty. I don't want our audience to be too concerned about it.
Yeah.
So the two good news really there is one is Fed. Fed, again, we talk about the data dependent that Fed are really trying to balance between the inflation and the full job market. If there is anything, tell the Fed that, okay, things are not going to the right direction, Fed can pull that trigger to cut rates sooner than we expected.
Right.
And before COVID, when we have 0% interest rate, there isn't much Fed could do. Fed has two levers. Either is printing money, which introduced the inflation during COVID.
Right.
Yep.
Throwing gasoline on a bonfire.
Exactly. And then the second lever is the interest rate. Now they have those two levers in hand, and the interest rate could be a very powerful tool that if we are heading into a recession, they can cut rate to boost the consumer consumption. That's going to help. And number two is we still have $7 trillion of cash sitting there on the sideline.
Not being used.
Now, those cash are being paid with a 4% yield, which is not too bad.
Right.
And that's why there's really no incentive for them to go back to other investment opportunities to get a better return by adding to those standpoint, adding too much risk to their portfolio.
Right.
If Fed cut rate and the yield they're getting from their money market fund are not beyond 4%, it comes down to 2.5 to 3%, and they need to hit a target return, maybe a 6 or 7%. They have to go somewhere else to fund the yield. So that potentially going to put a floor for the bond market because usually that's the first asset class they go to, one step away from the money market. And then the second alternative options would be the stock market. So with that, we still have some powder in the economy that's going to really be there, hold the floor.
That's great.